Hey guys, we are here in the garden with another update where I'm going to go ahead and walk you through some of the plans we have in the next couple weeks and see all the progress that we made in the last few days, week or so, however many days it's been since our last one. So let's go check it out. First things first, we have our crazy tomatoes. Now, in my last video, I told you I made the rookie mistake of not labeling them, so I don't know what types of tomatoes these all are, but we are getting so many. Look, they're so beautiful. So we have different varieties of tomatoes in this bed right here, and we're getting just so many little tomatoes here. I've been pruning them as best as I can. Obviously I had to use some jute to try and hold them up. I haven't perfected getting my tomato plants properly supported, so that's a work in progress. But I'm super excited to see what kind of harvest we get. So we have that update for you. And if you look below, my calendulas are growing. They've been touch and go. I don't remember if you remember last time. I think I told you that the dogs or something was eating them, but look how beautiful they are. I'm excited for them. Probably make something with them. You can use these for tea or make a salve with them. I'm super excited for that. But the tomatoes are doing great. Guys, this is my Mammoth sunflower. I'm super excited for it. I've been telling you, I've been wanting flowers in the garden for the longest. And this sucker is huge. I love it. And then also this is our beet bed. And today I discovered that we have, where did it go? Let's see. Oh, look at right here. It's growing. Super excited about that. So our beets, our sunflowers, our calendulas are growing. And then we have more tomatoes over here. I'm guessing, totally guessing, that these are going to be the bigger variety tomatoes. We'll see how it goes. And we have one right there. I'm super excited. This will be my first ever harvest of tomatoes ever. As you've probably seen the disaster in my last video of my other tomatoes, but look at how beautiful. I'm super excited about them. I've been coming out here every so often to check to see if there's anything eating the leaves, making sure that they're still healthy, because obviously I don't want to lose any of my tomatoes. Then we have our pepper bed here. Again, our sunflowers are progressing beautifully. I literally just had Brad harvest all the peppers. I'll show you a little bit later all the peppers that we were getting. And over here, if you remember, I had my diseased zucchini. I had just left it because I'm like, okay, if it's not going to produce, it's not going to produce. But now I really have to take care of it because, you guys, it's growing. It's still growing. Look, it's still trying to produce zucchinis. So I want to take care of it. I just have to figure out how to treat it so it could grow healthy. Look at that. Then here we have our green beans. Last week I did a harvest of green beans and they were so delicious. Like, I had a few that were I let them grow a little bit too long because they were a little bit on the tougher side. Like, or I want to say tough, but like I guess stringier, but they were still delicious. So these are progressing beautifully. We still have some up here growing and they're doing pretty well. I mean, it reached all the way to the other side. And then here, I don't know if you remember my melons. Sadly, RIP to my 2 melons. Something got to them and they were big. They were pretty big, right? They were big and we cut it open because it wasn't ripe yet. And we knew that was going to be such a good melon. So I was able to save it from the cucumber beetle. But we have some more growing. I have to see what else is eating this up. You see all these holes in here. So see what is causing it. Here you have some leaf miner damage. But so far so good. And then also, I don't know if you remember, I don't know if I mentioned it. I planted some seeds in here. I have my 2 loofahs growing, my 2 loofah seedlings. So we're gonna see how that progresses. And again, another sunflower, as per usual. We come over here to the flower bed. Got more sunflowers. Got more sunflowers. They are growing beautifully. This was like my random mix that I had that I literally just spread out. So we got some sunflowers. These are zinnias that are going to be growing here. You can see the little bud in there right there. More zinnias over there. I don't know what this is. There's just a mixture. So I'm just waiting for it to get bigger and sprout to see exactly what it is, because there's a few of them here. And there's a random cilantro growing, basil. I'm excited to see all this actually blooming. Okay, now we're gonna get to the reset side of the garden. So over here, these first 3 beds are the ones I first started with planting. I had told you that my cucumbers that I had here, they were dealing with a cucumber beetle, and excuse me, cucumber beetle, and I had to yank them out. I did start some seedlings, so you see a little bit of seedlings in there, and we're just gonna see how it goes. I'm not sure if it's gonna get too hot, if I'm gonna get anything, but I figured we plant them and find out later. And yes, I still am dealing with whatever pest is leaving eggs on my eggplants. You see them there. But I do have an eggplant that's growing healthily over here. But I'm kind of just leaving these beds alone, waiting for them to finish so I could yank everything out, get it amended, and then get it prepped for our next growing season. More eggplant over here. I had some growing, but whenever it reaches like a certain size, they disappear, and I don't know where they go. So just leaving that alone. We still have our kale and our Brussels sprouts growing strong. I honestly am probably just gonna rip it out. Like I said, I haven't been really tending to it. I've just been letting it go. You can see I have, oops, killed that one. I have some pest here, but I haven't really been, like I said, haven't been tending to it too much because I plan on ripping it out. My Brussels sprouts, I honestly want to say it's gotten a little bit it's gotten really hot. I don't know what happened to spring because we're right here in summer. It's been in the 90s for I don't know how long, and it's been hot. So I want to say it's too hot for my Brussels sprouts, and look at they're getting eaten by something. So I'm probably just going to yank these out and call it a day and try again in the fall season. And you guys know my disastrous tomatoes. They're still trying to survive. They're still trying to thrive. So I'm stalling with ripping it out. Because when I see these little tomatoes, I'm like, I want to let them ripe. But this was my disaster bed here. Oh, look at this one is ripening up right here. This is a Marzano. It's ripening up. I have quite a few down here too. Didn't even notice those. But yeah, this is one of the beds that I said I'm going to reset and get it ready for the next season. If you guys want to follow me to a random patch. So this is where we get our soil dumped. And I had a potato sprouting. And I figured, why not? I'm just going to put this potato in our soil patch. And it's growing. So over here in our little soil patch, we have a potato. I don't know what it's doing, if it's doing anything. I just left it there. And I have to show you because I love these flowers so much. These are our passion flowers. So beautiful. These, we had an empty lot next door. Now they tore it down and they're building in there. But these passion vines have just taken over this side of the house. They're good because the butterflies love them. And you know we love butterflies. They pollinate and all that. But there are some medicinal uses for these passion flowers. And I want to say for the leaves as well. I haven't really done a lot of research into it. But I just love that they're here and they're growing and they're thriving. So that's it for this side of the garden. Let's go check out the other garden. Our mango tree still going strong, getting some new growth here, which is always a good thing. Let's come on over here. To the other side of the garden. So I can show you what we got going on here. All right, so over here, strawberries are still going strong. We have our rosemary. I want to say because it's getting hotter. Oh, look at, we have one that's ripening up. Look at that. For sure, next season, we are going to be mulching this bed. It just helps for like the slugs and the ants not to get all the strawberries before we get them, because we got a few, but we still didn't get as many as I wanted. So definitely mulching this. And if you didn't know, strawberries, they reproduce themselves. These are the little runners, and each of these runners is going to produce a strawberry plant. So you see that, you just dig it in the ground like that, and it's going to produce a whole new strawberry plant. So look at, they're everywhere. So that's why people like to grow strawberries in something that's contained, because if you just grow it in the ground, they will spread themselves. So depending on what you want. We have our bags here. We have our ride or die tomatoes here. These 3 tomatoes. They're making it. I'm just leaving them alone. Not caring too much about what's happening to them, because it's figured if they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. My beautiful mojito mint. It's gorgeous. I love it. It smells so good. We have some peppers here. I'm getting ready some flowers. I know a lot of people like to pinch their peppers at a certain point. I don't. I just let them go. So we're gonna get some peppers here. I think these are the golden cow peppers. So like a green pepper, but they're like a yellow orange. More peppers here. I want to say the rest of these are pepper plants. So I believe I have some Thai chili, cayenne, and a pepperoncini. So that's all that's going to be in this area. Over here we have our herb bed. We have our beautiful dill. It's been doing great. I have to try and start harvesting some because it is trying to flower. Our oregano here is beautiful. It's trying to flower as well. I'm just going to leave it alone. Probably next season when I have more herbs in here, I'm going to try and get this shaded for temperatures like this where it gets really hot. When it gets later in the day, it shades itself just for the position of the bed. But when it's really hot over here, it can get hot. So I have some oregano I want to do. I want to use... you could use that medicinally as well. And you could do some oil of oregano, and that's supposed to help you for a lot of different medicinal reasons. And then I have my beautiful parsley here. Beautiful. I love it. Basil here. My cilantro bolted. It was too hot. I was able to get one harvest out of it, so that was fine with me. I left it. I probably could pull it. My cilantro as well. I want to see if we get seeds from this, so I'm just letting it do its thing. Over here, I also transplanted some of these green onions. We're gonna see how that grows. I literally just transplanted it. It was neglected. I left it on my porch for too long, and then some thyme. So we'll see how that grows. Like I say, gardening needs a lot of trial and error. So we'll see how that grows. And then I want to show you all the peppers that we harvested earlier. So these are all the, and these random green beans, thanks to Brad. But these are all the peppers that we harvested. This is the Cubanelle pepper. I have a bunch of shishito peppers, and I have some sweet banana peppers. So quite a few things. Peppers have been our best friend. They are very they produce so much. I've been roasting these, trying to add them in everything so they don't go to waste. But I'm excited about that. I do want to try and do some pickled banana peppers. You know how you put in your sub sandwich? So delicious. So I have to look up a recipe for that because I'm sure I have more than enough peppers to do that with. But that is it for our garden update. If you haven't seen our first one, you could click on the video over here. Or over here. You click on the video right here and just stick around. We love doing this. It's all trial and error. We're all learning together. I am no way an expert whatsoever, but it's super fun learning and watching your garden grow. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.